Welcome to the breakdown. Today we review Babies and Fools off the Grammy-nominated album Alfredo. Freddie Gibbs collaborates with star producer The Alchemist on this Alfredo album, and it does not disappoint. The gritty vocals and harsh lyrics Gibbs provides, on top of the melodic sample-heavy beats The Alchemist uses, come together to create a masterpiece. Today we focus specifically on the 8th track, Babies and Fools. Gibbs opens up to his audience and verbalizes his vulnerabilities as a man, but also shows his unwillingness to change, considering those mistakes made him who he is. Whether it be his relationship with women and family, or with his God and his faith, this track shows us his constant battle within himself to do things the right way. Either way, he embraces his positive and negative actions because ultimately he is who he is. Gibbs opens up his verse by stating,
"My first love was football from playing that match shit. My second love was hard drugs, weed, and this rap and shit."
He opens up to his audience by giving them a window into his personal life, his love for a game, and his love for the streets. This is important because we see Gibbs state what he holds dear to his heart, firstly and secondly. It's no coincidence he mentions one over the other, but it is important to know how his second love is what he's focusing on now. Context is important, and we can say, considering we recognize Gibbs as a rapper and not a football player, he sacrificed his main priority to further his career in rapping and drug dealing. Whether that be by choice or by force, we do not know, but it is very clear Gibbs sacrificed his first love for his second love, showing us his unselfishness to become successful. He then states,
"Fuck that I lie on the nights that I wasn't having shit. I say my prayers, but I'm rusty as fuck with Arabic. Lord, take..."
faith is a powerful tool to use when someone feels down or needs motivation to keep going. Gibbs praises God even when he had nothing, proving his faith is very strong. He trusts his God will help him in times of need, which is ironic considering in the next line he states he would pray to him, but he is rusty as fuck with Arabic. This line is interesting, not only because of its irony, but also his literal and metaphorical reasons. If he literally cannot speak Arab, it shows us he follows a religion in which he cannot appreciate his God in its fullness, and also shows us his unwillingness to fully give himself to his God and his prayers, because if he truly does believe and follow this Arab religion, he would learn the language. The metaphorical reason is somewhat relatable to many of us because he shows us he is not perfect. Though he may want to be a better person and a better follower, his inability to recite prayers shows us a weakness to his faith, just how many of us have a weakness to stay loyal to our partner. This humanizes Gibbs and allows him to be relatable to many of his listeners and shows us it's okay to not be perfect. Rather, trying to better ourselves is a better option than aiming for perfection.
Lord, take me as I am, 'cause I'm gonna come as I'm is. I might...
A powerful message has been given to us by Gibbs and serves to show us his personality and his stubbornness to not change. Being yourself and not needing to change who you are is a powerful message, but in itself also shows the audience that Gibbs has a way to go to better himself. He tells his God to accept him how he is, because even if he doesn't, Gibbs is unwilling to change his ways. We all wish to be better, and we all wish to have an understanding with who we are. Gibbs seems to have reached that state of mind and is sure of himself, so much so, God needs to accept him just the way he is, because even God cannot change him. Though Gibbs is sure of himself, if God needs you to change your ways to accept you, are you sure you do not need change? This is a question worth asking, but to Gibbs, it does not matter. He is who he is, and that will never change. I encourage you all to go give the single a listen. as well as his album Alfredo. Gibbs is a master storyteller and is a gifted MC, capable of taking you down a road of emotions, regrets, and anger-filled moments in his life. He can make you hate the streets but also enamor you with them. Wanting to better yourself but being unable to is the message in this track. We all want to be better, but just can't help ourselves when it comes down to it. Freddie tells us it's okay to be ourselves and to be content with our decisions because we made them for a reason. We made those choices and we have to live with them, so why live with guilt? Why live as other people live if they are not you? Ultimately, be yourself. A Story with Freddie Gibbs. Babies and Fools. Thank you.